Hello, happy Saturday or whatever time you happen to watch this. Oh, it's been a week. It has been a week. Nevertheless, we made it as we have done for the past. How many days we're in now? It's March. It's like the middle of March. Spring will be here next week. The birds are chirping outside already. It's such a beautiful sound. I want to talk to you about walking in wisdom, SQ and EQ, spiritual intelligence and emotional intelligence, and how those two intertwine and how important they are in the times that we're in, period. Like, this is the reason why I am able to stay sane in the membrane. These two areas right here I focus on. These two areas right here I learn about, because when it comes to wisdom, we got to seek the wisdom. In order to walk in the wisdom, we got to seek the wisdom. And it's all around us. It's just, what are we tuned into? Whatever you tune into, you turn into. So I hope you're tuning into this, because this is helpful. It's going to help you. I hope it helps you as much as it has helped me. So when it comes to walking in wisdom, the spiritual intelligence, and in emotional intelligence, let me break that down, what each one of them is, so it can make sense for you. So you have spiritual intelligence. SQ, that's the ability to understand your purpose in life, stay calm and strong during tough times. Who all could use some of that? This is why I have not lost my mind in the midst of everything that is happening around me. I do not let it affect what's going on within me. I make sure that I'm filled up in both of these areas at all times. This is why it's important. A lot of us, when it comes to spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence, we may not be mindful of what it is. Right? If you're going through things, you either can go through the thing, or the thing can go through you. And we can see what is happening among our peers, among our family members. We can see these things happening. And I'm so glad that I have been working in this area, because the things that I'm going through, I mean, I see it's happening, but I don't let it take my eye off of the prize. I don't let it take my eyes off of the focus. I know that he is in control of all of this. So let me get into it. So spiritual intelligence, the ability to understand your purpose in life, stay calm and strong during tough times. It shows kindness and wisdom in everyday situations. It connects with something bigger than yourself. So that's faith, values, or purpose in life. Okay. And then we have, why is spiritual intelligence important? I'm gonna tell you why it's important. It helps you it helps you handle stress and emotions in a healthy way. So spiritual intelligence is important because it helps you handle stress and emotions in a healthy way. It gives you confidence and self-worth. It helps you make good choices based on values, not pressure. It helps build better friendships by teaching kindness and understanding. Okay. It helps you see the bigger picture in life and stay hopeful. So that's why spiritual intelligence is important. It helps you handle stress and emotions in a healthy way. It gives you confidence and self-worth. Okay. It helps you make good choices based on values, not pressure. Because a lot of times, let me tell y'all, I recently made a choice based on pressure. And when I tell you, you cannot sustain the choices you make based on pressure. It was like, why did you do that? Like, no, don't do that. I had to go back, I had to spin the block back and say, you know what, I can't do that. I quit. Let me just go ahead and withdraw from all this stuff that I know I shouldn't be doing. Like, I know that you ever do something, you like, I know I shouldn't have done that, but you do it anyway. Right? That was me. True story. All right. It helps you see a bigger picture in life and stay hopeful. That is the importance of spiritual intelligence. And how can you grow your spiritual intelligence? How can you grow your spiritual intelligence? By practicing gratitude. Think of three things you are thankful for every day. I have a gratitude jar. So whenever there's something, and I'm thankful for life every day. So I can put life in it every day. I really put in things like, say there's this thing that happened that just came out of the blue, like this week here. I was asked to be a brand ambassador for a fitness company. I'm like, y'all want me? I got to get my life together. I got to get my fitness life together. Okay. So that's just something I could put in a jar, and I need to put it in a jar, but I forgot to. Okay, and then you learn to pause and reflect before reacting. Okay, listen, this right here, 'cause a lot of times people be saying all kind of stuff, especially on social media. You make a post or you do a video, and I'm telling you, they coming at your throat, and it ain't even you. They're triggered, and so when you're triggered, you react because there's something that stirs up inside of you, and you go on attack to the person. It's not about the person. It's about why you're feeling what you're feeling. Let's check in with that. Not check the other person. Let's check in and see, what is this reminding me of? Why am I so angry with a stranger that I don't know? Instead of typing this stuff, saying F this and F that, whatever that is, whatever you're saying to that person, because this is what people do. I've been a witness of it. I've been on the other end of it. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I want to type something back, and I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with that person's spirit. I'm not gonna argue with their heart, because they're showing what's on their heart. And sometimes things that are on our heart are things we have not dealt with. And then we begin to react. We get triggered, period. Right. So spend time in nature. Okay, so let me run this back. Okay. So how can you grow your spiritual intelligence? How you can grow your spiritual intelligence? Spend time in nature, appreciate the world around you, read and learn from wise and positive people, help others show kindness, daily. And that starts with us, not nobody else. People gonna be people gonna be people in. Okay. It is up to you to manage your emotional intelligence. Let's get into what emotional intelligence is. It's the ability to recognize and understand your emotions, manage emotions in a healthy way, understand and empathize with others. It builds strong relationships and communicate effectively. So when you have emotional intelligence, you don't react to people, because you are aware of your emotions and the emotions of others, and you manage your emotions in a healthy way. In a healthy way, we don't just go attacking other people. We don't go calling people names. That's managing your emotions. Some people do not know how to do that. They may not even know what emotional intelligence is. I get that. And so when I'm in interactions with people and I see that they are acting very emotionally, I'm like, okay, so let me just back off. Let me just change the conversation, or maybe I should just exit the conversation. Either one of those things, because I have the awareness. This is the work that I've been doing. I know what emotional intelligence is. I am emotionally intelligent, so I don't go back and forth with people. There's no need for that. All right. I manage my emotions. I can't manage other people's emotions, but I can for sure manage mine. And I understand and I empathize with others. And it helps build strong relationships and communicate effectively. That's important, because a lot of times we don't communicate effectively, right? We get emotional. When your emotions is high, your intelligence is low. So then you start cussing, fighting, ready to go to war with somebody, right? Because that emotional intelligence is lacking. Why is emotional intelligence important? It helps you stay calm and controlled in tough situations. It improves your relationships with family, friends, and coworkers. Okay. It helps you make smart decisions without being controlled by emotions. I want to stop right there because I want to tell y'all a story about me. It helps you make smart decisions without being controlled by emotions. When I let emotions control me, the decisions I make are chaotic. They are crazy. I went and got a whole car because this person who I was no longer in a relationship with wanted a car like that. I wanted to show that person, look what you missing. Look what you could have had. Look, I got it. You don't. Like, it was emotional. Like, that was my little girl. My little girl was like rebelling. All right. So emotional intelligence, and had I had emotional intelligence then, I would have been like, no, I'm gonna get the car that I like, not a car that somebody said they like. And now I'm gonna show them and show off. Like, no, who gotta make those car payments? Who gotta pay that car insurance? Who gotta pay those car taxes? That was not the right choice to make, right? And sometimes another thing I did, let me just talk about me. Another thing I did was move right on abruptly out of that relationship. So I was on the rebound. You call it rebound, or rebound was rebounding, right? And then the people, like, is no shade against the people I picked, but it wasn't. When you're in that emotional state, you're not thinking logically. You're not thinking. Period, right? You're just acting on emotions, and those emotions can't sustain those decisions. So the people that I dated is like, I dated them, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this no more. I don't even like you. like that, And so I had to realize, sit down somewhere, like work on yourself. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. You should not be making these emotional decisions. Do not make any decisions when you're emotional. I'm telling you. I crashed out because somebody was giving me some feedback, some negative, like it was negative to me, right? In the moment, it felt real negative. It was just negative, negative, negative. And I was like, man, listen, I crashed out and I said some things. I couldn't change that. Like once you do that thing, you can't undo it. You can go back and apologize, but it doesn't change what you said. It doesn't undo the damage. So that's me. That's a sidebar talking about me. Let me go on. So it helps you make smart decisions without being controlled by your emotions, like I just shared. It helps boost your self-confidence and resilience. It helps reduce stress and improves your mental health. So this is the importance of emotional intelligence. Now, I don't know about you, but in the times that we're in, this is important. This is important. It's important to me. That's why I'm sharing this. Because a lot of times what I see is the lack of this. And this is why you're struggling. This is why you could be stuck. This is why you just don't know what you don't know. And you don't know what you don't know. We don't know everything. But I know this area here, once I learned about this, once I started reading books, once I started taking courses, once I started having self-awareness about myself and what I was doing, what I was not doing, I know I needed help. And so once I learned about spiritual intelligence and emotional intelligence and leadership intelligence and relational intelligence, my life got better. Your life will get better when you get better. This affects so many different things in our lives that we don't even realize. It affects you if you're an entrepreneur. It affects you if you're working for somebody else. It affects you in your relationships. It affects you in your marriage. It affects you in your children. This affects your entire life. When you get better, things around you get better. I'm not saying they're going to change, but the way you look at it, the way you maneuver through life is going to change. It's going to transform, okay? Because walking with wisdom, spiritual intelligence, and emotional intelligence will transform your life. I'm telling you, had I not had this, I would be losing my mind right about now. My life is upside down. You would know that though, would you? Because I told you, that's the only way you know that. We're going through so many different things, and having these tools in our toolkit will help us walk through these transitions with ease. It gets better when we get better. Life around you will get better when we get better. Transformation comes from the renewing of the mind. It all starts here. What we have up here is all we got up there, right? In order for us to get better, we got to seek the wisdom, seek the information so we can improve. A lot of things, it's us. It's nobody else. Ain't nobody did this to me. I did it to myself, right? I know I stopped blaming other people. And I started taking accountability of me and my actions, my decisions. Because at the end of the day, I could blame all the people that I dated, but at the end of the day, I picked them people. Like I picked them. Hey, you, okay, let's try this thing out. It worked or it didn't work, right? Had I had this information in the beginning, a lot of decisions would have been different. I'm telling you, once you get this stuff right, once you understand this and you learn these things, you start walking in this, your decisions will get better. You will get better. I'm telling you what I know. This is the reason why I can talk about this stuff, because I lived it. I know what it's like not to have it. I know what it is to have it. Huge difference. Interactions with people be saying all kind of crazy. People be talking to me crazy. They really do. And I just be like, you know what? I got emotional intelligence, right? So I get to manage my emotions, and I'm aware of their emotions. I'm aware of when I need to back down. I'm aware when I need to just, sometimes you got to put people on mute. Let them talk with themselves. Let them figure that out. That ain't got nothing to do with me. They're projecting their hurt and pain onto you. Sometimes people do that in the comment section. Sometimes people do that in interactions, period, right? But when you have this awareness, emotional intelligence, you're aware of that. You're aware how to manage your emotions. You cannot control the other people. I'm telling you, don't even try. You're going to be tired. You cannot control other people. So here are 5 key skills of emotional intelligence. So the first one is self-awareness, recognizing your own emotions and how they affect you. Self-regulation, controlling your reactions, staying calm under pressure. Motivation, using emotions to reach your goals and stay positive. That's key. That's key. I'm telling you. Empathy, understanding and caring about other people's feelings. Okay. Empathy is understanding and caring about it. Social skills, communicating and building strong conversational intelligence. A lot of us do not know how to articulate what we're feeling. We don't know it. We don't realize how much we talk down to ourselves. Oh, I'm so emotional. Oh, I'm a crier. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so fat. Oh, I'm just so, we just really don't even realize how we just beat ourselves down and talk down to ourselves. And then once we do that, we're setting the tone for other people. And then they do the same thing. We're talking to each other crazy. We're calling ourselves bees. We're calling ourselves out of our name. And I'm just like, why are we doing that? Why is that normal? That is not normal. That is dysfunctional to call yourself names. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know, right? So I call myself a language cop, and I'm like, yeah, well, don't talk to yourself like that. Don't beat yourself down like that. Anyway, so the five that's the sidebar. The five key skills were emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Those are important skills when it comes to emotional intelligence. And then we have how to improve your emotional intelligence. So you want to practice self-reflection. Ask yourself, how am I feeling and why? How am I feeling and why? Pause before reacting. Take a deep breath before responding in emotional situations. This is so important. And sometimes you may want to take at least 24 hours, right? Give yourself that time because I'm telling you, you won't feel the same the next day. You will not. Even with taking that deep breath, that helps. You pause. I forgot. It was something an acronym a young lady used whenever she was feeling like when her emotions was high. I know one of them was pause, and I want to say ask yourself those questions. And I forgot what the other one was. So take a deep breath before responding in emotional situations. If we did that, I'm telling you, our responses will be so different. Develop empathy. Listen to others and try to see things from their perspective. I'm just gonna stop right there. Let's let that marinate. Listen to others and try to see things from their perspective. A lot of times we don't do that. We're ready to we easily say, oh no, yeah, that's wrong. Oh no, that ain't right. That this is how they see things. And we see things based on our own personal experiences. That's why we can't tell people whether they're right or wrong. That's how you feel. That's how I understand what I understand how you see why you see things that way. Or tell me more. I'm trying to understand why you see things that way. I'm trying to understand your way of thinking. I'm trying to understand your perspective. Ask those questions instead of saying, "Oh, you wrong. Oh, no, that ain't right." And it's like you cannot say that to somebody else because you don't know their experiences. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know. We don't know what we don't know. Okay, so listen to others and try to see things from their perspective. Work on communication skills. Express your thoughts and feelings clearly. Clearly. Okay? Work on communication skills. So many of us could improve when it comes to this area on our communication skills. Express your thoughts and feelings clearly. And if it's not clear, can we revisit this conversation at a later time? There's some things that I need to I'm a processor. I'm gonna tell you right now, I know that I'm a processor. So whenever I'm having a conversation with somebody, they're talking, and while they're talking, I'm like, it's like I'm connecting the dots in my head. And sometimes I need some time for that. So I may not be able to respond to you right away. So I'm like, can I get back to it? Can I get back with you? I need to process this. This is a lot. And I need time to process it. And that's okay. That's self-awareness, right? Learn stress management techniques. Okay. So we got to learn those stress management techniques. So my technique for me is to like, you know what? I need some time to process this, and I'll go to I call it my thinking chair, and I sit in my thinking chair, and I'll think about the conversation, what was said, and how I could respond in a way that's not going to hurt or damage the relationship or the person. emotional intelligence. Okay. Here are my final thoughts on why spiritual intelligence and emotional intelligence can help you. You make wise choices, you stay strong during challenges, build meaningful relationships, develop resilience and purpose. I am a witness. I know it works if you work it. It may sound off the wall, it may sound weird because you never heard it before. When I hear things I haven't heard before, I was like, that's strange, that's weird. I get it. And it is. It is, because if you never heard of it before, you're gonna think it's weird. But I'm telling you, this area here, you want to improve your life, spiritual intelligence and emotional intelligence. That's starters. There's more, but I'm just gonna give you those two. Because you gotta get out of your own way. Who want to make wise choices in 2025? I need to put both hands up and my feet and my toes. I want to make wise choices. I want to stay strong during challenges. We're in a challenging time. This is challenging for us. The things that people losing their jobs. So many challenges are occurring right now. So having these tools in your toolkit will help you stay strong during the challenges and help build meaningful relationships. I am so glad of the meaningful relationships I have, because I got people I can reach out to them and they can look, let's pray. Let's go to war with this thing. Okay, not being gossiping, talking about other people. That ain't helping me. Like, I need you to help me. I want to be the person that I'm looking for. Okay. So I want to be I'm the friend that I needed. That's why I share this stuff right here. I needed these things. I needed to hear this stuff. I didn't know at the time. Nevertheless, I did. And once I was able to learn about this, and my life improved. I began to start. I'm an avid, I call it listener of books, because I like listening to books, because I can work out, or I can just, kind of work a little bit while I'm listening to books. And so listening to all these books, being in all these communities and learning and growing changed my life. It transformed me, and my life transformed because of the investment I made with my time and my attention, and using resources to learn these different things, and then being in other communities where other people are learning, because iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. So in those environments around those people, I'm learning so many different things. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. It's time for you to change rooms. So I make sure that I am intentional about the investments that I make. I make sure when it comes to relationships, when it comes to business opportunities, when it comes to the communities that I'm in. And I also created a community called Technology Simplified, because I see and I know that when it comes to technology, it hinders a lot of us. There are things that we just don't know. And so I teach simple things there. I'm working on building my website. I actually got started on that yesterday. I'm building a website for that. And so for people who want to go a little further, then that's going to be an investment, right? Thumbnails, when it comes to YouTube banners, when it comes to videos, doing live videos like this. Also, what else I want to add? So many different things on there. It's gonna be building upon, and it's based on the questions that the community is a free, open, public community. The things that people are asking in there, I'm actually building the courses based off of that. And for those who want to hire me to do it for them, that's an option as well that I'm going to have open up. Also, I wanted to put that in there before I close this video. When you grow in both areas, you create a balanced and fulfilling life. So when you grow in your emotional intelligence and your spiritual intelligence, you create a balanced and fulfilled life. And you will go through these challenges. When I say you will grow, I like to say grow. You will grow through those challenges differently. The things that I go through, had I not developed these skills and these tools, I wouldn't be here talking about this right now. I couldn't tell you where I would be right now. I wouldn't be doing this at all. I didn't know who I was. Pain changed my life. Pain changed my direction. Okay, because I don't know where I was headed. I think I was headed somewhere not good. So, and that's why Phrase of the Day got started, out of pain. Right. I turned on the camera and never stopped. And it's going on about 6 years. I think about 6 or 7 years. I've been doing that consistently. And so I love teaching things that I'm learning. I love helping other people who want to know more about this thing. These are things that help me, that help transform my life. And so wanted to put it out here for anybody who may need it. If you want to join the Technology Simplified community, it's available on Facebook. You just type in search and it should come up there. If you want to join that, I will be sharing my website once I get everything tweaked out with that pretty good. Still updating that, and I'm doing it alone right now, but I will be recruiting my brother because that is his area, and I want him to help me. And so you have not because you ask not. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. If you want to learn more about this, I can also send you the PowerPoint that I just shared pertaining to this right here. That will help you also. I recommend books, Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, or there's emotional. Then there also is Relational Intelligence by Darius Daniels. Those are good books. So any of those books will help you in the area of emotional intelligence and relational intelligence. And yeah, I am complete. So I thank you for your time and your attention. And I'm just listen. Spiritual intelligence is the ability to understand your purpose in life, stay calm and strong during tough times, show kindness and wisdom in everyday situations, and connect with something bigger than yourself, faith, value, or higher purpose. And we know what emotional intelligence is: the ability to understand your emotions and be aware of other people's emotions and respond accordingly to that, or not respond. Okay. So this is all I have. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Stay